right, guys, in this episode, we hear from Dionne, who has an absolutely amazing life story and has been calling into the panel for the last 2 years. She's just calling in to express gratitude for how much we've been there for her, and in the flip side, we're giving her gratitude because every time she calls, she is such a bundle of joy. She's got a book out called Shattered Windows. It's a true life documentary. We recommend it, so definitely go out and buy Shattered Windows. And she's having the sequel that's going to be coming out in October of 2022, and it's going to be called Hush Money. Hope you like the clip. Welcome to The Communicators, A Paranormal Journey. This is Kevin, your host, and we're here every Wednesday from 7:30 to 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. The call-in number for every show is 646-668-8373. Our panel tonight consists of psychics, mediums, trans-channelers, and empaths. So if you're looking for some psychic advice, or if you just want to reach somebody on the other side, feel free to give us a call. For anyone listening that would prefer an off-air reading, please visit thecommunicatorsgroup.com and leave your request there, and one of us will get back to you to schedule an appointment. Please keep in mind that shows are for entertainment and educational purposes only. Hi, thanks for holding.
Hi, guys. It's Dionne.
Hey, Dionne, how are you?
I'm great. I just wanted to say hi. I don't have any questions or anything. I just wanted to say hi, and just say love you guys.
You know what's funny, Dionne? I've thought about you more over this last week than in the last 2 years that you've ever called.
Really?
I did. In fact, so much so, I looked you up. I looked up Shattered Windows.
Oh, cool.
I looked up your book. I looked you up on YouTube. I looked you up on Facebook. You have no idea. It's the weirdest thing that you're calling, like I'm getting goosebumps that you're calling in tonight because I looked it all up. And wow, as many times as you've mentioned stuff about your book, as many times as you've mentioned stuff about your business, you've called in an amazing story. When you kind of look at it all as an outsider, it's just amazing. You know, I've been going through and I have been working probably 9 to 10 hours a day, about 6 days a week, going through and doing all the editing for our show, going back to as many episodes as I can to kind of clean up the audio. Like I said, we're on Apple and Amazon and Google and Spotify, but so much of our past episodes has had, not the best audio quality. So I've heard so many of your calls over the past year and a half, and this is the reason why I looked you up. I think I've gotten to March of last year, and listening to your stories, listening to your cross-country gallivantings to try to find your new stomping ground, to your book, to everything. You're probably one of the most intriguing callers I think that we have.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you.
You're welcome. How's everything going with Amazon and with your website?
Everything is going good. So I had a social media influencer on TikTok mention my book.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I actually listened to a blog talk that you participated on another channel, and the person asked you how you were able to get by during some of just the traumatic events. And you said Blog Talk Radio, the psychics.
It's true.
And I sat there when I heard that. I was like, why the heck did she not say the communicators? You said Blog Talk Radio, the psychics.
Well, I can do that. I'm writing the sequel.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
I'm not kidding. I'm writing the sequel. Okay, so I had a premonition that I was going to get a publishing company to come forward that was going to ask me for an advance to write the sequel. So the sequel is based upon how I was a whistleblower from the mafia and why I don't recommend it, but it's based around my spirituality. And I absolutely will put that in there with the communicators. Why not? Why wouldn't I do that? Thank you for telling me. I'm in the middle of writing the sequel right now. I will put that in there.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying to do it for any other reason other than I thought it was absolutely hysterical. There I was, it was like midnight or 1 a.m., and I'm listening to you tell your story to this other podcast person, and then you were like, oh, Blog Talk Radio, the psychics. And it touched my heart because I was so glad that we've been of help. But then I just started laughing. I go, she probably just didn't know the name of the show at that moment in time. Edgar, what were you going to say?
You know what's funny you say that? Linda has been working on a movie script about the mafia and whistleblowers and us, the psychics, in the movie. So you said that right now, and it instantly just clicked with, I don't know if Linda is on mute or what, but she can tell you how it is. And you said that right now. I'm like, whoa, wow. She's writing something similar to what Linda's doing.
Linda.
It's kind of funny. It might take 3 minutes, but real quick, there's this high school boyfriend who played, he was on the football team, and I was the school mascot, and we dated, but he moved on with another young lady. And it turns out he owns Bobby D Presents. His clients are Snoop Dogg, Usher. They had the Billboard Awards, and he connected with me, and we've been talking about a movie where it involves a medium, the mafia, everything that you just said, Dionne. So when I was listening to you, I was just smiling, saying, this is a sign for me. Maybe we will collaborate on something like this. That's that regarding the movie. I've been talking about that for a while. But I want to say to you, Dionne, you have been through, besides family issues, harassment, living issues, career choices, and so many changes in your life. But you represent to me strength. You have been through so much, and the fact that you're on this phone talking so positive and pulling through everything. It's so great to hear people like you. People like you are the true mentors for people who feel that they can't make it. They can't survive the next problem that's going to come their way. And you kept on. Little money, forging on, family betraying you, family stealing inheritance from you. You went on and you humbled yourself, and you gave a lot of forgiveness. So you're a prime example of letting go pain because you have a future coming ahead. And I'm proud of you. If you were my daughter right now, we are. I am so proud of this young lady. She left a town that she knew all her life and went to another town. Her car broke down midway and cost her money to come back. But she had to sit down and really make some serious, hard decisions all by herself. And she did call. Right. She called frequently, and I'm glad that we were able to guide you from the first time to now. I think the first time you called was regarding love, and it just kept going on and on from there.
Thank you. For your permission to use your real names, or do I have to make pseudonyms?
Let's preface this really quick. You can use our real names unless the mafia are going to come after us.
They would have already came after me. The authorities already know I am not going to cooperate. I had $20 in my wallet, 2 Yorkies, and 2 suitcases, and I am still living. Nobody did anything to me, and I am going to basically be an example to people who want to give up. You can't give up.
Exactly what Linda's saying is there are people that come on the show who are always positive, and that's rare. That's rare. Honest to God, we've been doing this show for 7 years, and you forget, we channel a lot of stuff, so you don't really remember it after you get off the air. So in going back and listening to all of the past episodes, like I said, probably edited about 40 of them just over the last couple weeks. But in hearing the stories, I'm hearing them in reverse because I started out with 2022, then going back to 2021. So I've been hearing your entire tale in reverse. So to your point, Linda, I haven't even gotten to her first call yet where she called in about love. Otherwise, I would be able to tell you exactly what that call was. But it has been inspirational to me to hear how much progress has been made to so many of our listeners. They call in and this is what's going on now. And then they call in and say, hey, what you said was going to happen here totally happened. I remember your call calling in and saying I did exactly what you guys told me to do, which was follow my heart, where my heart was telling me to go, because you were 100% set on going to a certain location after you had done your little road trip, and that's not where you ended up.
That was my point in calling in tonight. I had no questions. My point in calling in tonight was just to pay gratitude to you and to your show and to say thank you for always being there for me every single time I've called in, because you legit have been my support system. And I only wanted to say thank you.
Oh, my gosh. Well, thank you. Having anybody call in when they give those kind of comments is great. It's been a great journey that we've been on so far, but I do see you being very, very successful. I do see your new book, the Windows thing, going successful for you, Amazon being successful for you. I feel all great about it. We do only have about a minute and 54 seconds left in the show. Dionne is going to be our last caller. If we did not get to you tonight, please give us a call back next week. 7:30 to 8:30 Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday, and the call-in number for the show, 646-668-8373. So I want to give both Linda and Edgar an opportunity to respond and say what they need to say. Linda, go ahead.
Just say the name of your book, please. I have it. I've been reading it in little parts, but it's a good book. Shattered Windows. It's an awesome book.
Sequel is coming out October 2022, and the name of it is called Hush Money.
I love that title. That's fantastic. Well, if you need a narrator for it, just let me know.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Edgar.
I want to jump in real quick. Dionne, I have 3 different businesses. I work about 80 to 90 hours a week. On top of that, I put in at least between 20 and 30 reads a week. I work my tail off, and sometimes I'm really tired when we do the shows, and sometimes I want to go home and sleep. Sometimes I want to go home and eat. But I do it because I feel that we can help many people. And as you know, we do this show for free, right? We don't get any money from it. But it's these calls like the ones you just did right now that's a constant reminder of why we do this. And I thank you for giving us that feedback. So thank you very much. God bless you, and you're going to have a great future, okay?
God bless you, too. Thank
All right.
you.
All right, everyone. Thanks for another great episode, and we will look forward to talking to you next week.